10 to 30 pound, that might work.
What if you catch a 100-pounder?
Be real good at fighting. Guys, we're in here doing something I've never done. I'm looking for a sturgeon rod. And when I say sturgeon rod, the one my neighbor showed me I needed looks like a saltwater rod. It's like a 30 to 50 pound line rod. All I can see here is a 20 or 10 to 30. So we're gonna ask Kevin what I need for sturgeon. We're gonna go sturgeon fishing today. I've never been sturgeon fishing, which is completely stupid because I live in Idaho and sturgeon is the coolest fish in the state, that inhabit this state. I've never even been, so that's the goal for today. First off, I need to find a rod though. Right here. Guys, welcome. We're here. We finally made it. It took us half the day to get all my gear because I've never sturgeon fished. Let me just show you what we've come up with here. So I thought this is a joke they play on new sturgeon fishermen. We went in this little tiny, not tiny, but a really nice shop, bait shop, to buy me a sturgeon rod, and this is what they sold me. And the lady's like, this is what you want. And she gave me this thing. I said, is this a joke? Look at this thing.
Look at that.
I said, is this a joke? But just look at the first eyelet. This is a 12 foot, it's only 20 to 40 pound line. But this is what she said everyone uses to sturgeon fish over here. So this is my rod, it's a ugly stick. Oh, big water. I thought it said beginner. And then I thought they really got me. So I got the ugly stick, big water. And then I got this rod at Sportsman's in Pocatello. It is a pin, a warfare. Man, are we going to war? War with a sturgeon. Pin warfare.
With a counter.
And we're gonna throw this bad boy on, well yeah, with a counter. They said get a counter. So we're gonna throw this bad boy on the old ugly stick. That's a big, if you just look at the reel itself, you're like, geez, that's a big reel. Let's just put it on here and it doesn't look
looks small.
Also big anymore. That's gonna be, I still think they're kind of joking with me. Have you guys ever sturgeon fished? Is this a little ridiculous? That's your setup. That's my setup. It probably weighs, just my equipment weighs 6 pounds with no tackle tied on it. Okay, so I've never sturgeon fished, which is really silly because I grew up in Idaho. Idaho is known for white sturgeon in the Snake River. And growing up, I heard about them so much. I did a report in 6th grade about the white sturgeon, about how big they can get, how long they can live, and I never did it. When I moved back 4 years ago, I said, I'm gonna become a sturgeon fisherman, or go and try it. Still haven't done it until the day. My good buddy, my neighbor, Kevin, is a sturgeon fisherman, right? Would you consider yourself a sturgeon fisherman? Don't lie. How many sturgeon have you caught in your life?
Wannabes, just a wannabe.
How many have you caught in your life?
A couple.
Plenty?
Couple.
A couple. This is how we are gonna rig this up. Kevin's gonna walk us through it. Basically what we have here is an 8-ounce pyramid weight. Is that what it would be called? Yep. 8-ounce pyramid weight with a split shot on it, or a...
What?
What is this called? They're bait fishermen.
It's a slider.
Snap swivel.
Oh.
And then this is a slider. So we're gonna run our line. This is 80-pound braid. Run the slider, run your line through the slider, and then we tie these up on the way over here. This is basically a leader, swivel, barrel swivel. Got about, I don't know, 2.5 feet of 50-pound mono. Yep. And a giant hook. All I'm gonna do is Palomar this bad boy. So tie your barrel swivel to your line, like so. And cut off the tag line. And there we go. So we have your 8-ounce pyramid weight with your slider to your barrel swivel with your leader and your giant hook. All right, so this is what we have to choose for bait. We have basically just baby trout from the hatchery, that's why we can use game fish, because they come from the hatchery, correct? And then we have what they call sturgeon candy, basically pickled smelt. You look in there, there's like peppercorns, some peppers in there. Kevin's gonna show us how to do it up with one of these baby trout. So back through the back of the tail, mid body, wrap the line around,
half inches. Around the tail.
On the tail.
Damn.
They're potent. You can smell them. Okay, show us how to cast that bad boy out there. Jeez, there's a lot of pressure on that.
Yeah.
Look how deep it is. Mid-body. Got fish all over my new First Lite vest. Sweet. And then through the head, this way.
Yep. Other way.
This way.
Yep.
Trout sure are slimy, aren't they? Here she blows, huh?
This is a big hole, and they're out there somewhere. You cast it, you let it drop to the bottom, you set your rod up, and then you just wait for that tip to boom, boom.
I've cast lots of bait casters. Never one with 10 ounce or an 8 ounce weight.
Weak.
Lugs up.
Alright. Little did you guys know I'm a sleeper sturgeon fisherman. I'm switching it up. They went straight baby trout. I'm going pickled sturgeon candy. Smell test at home. Smells like a pickled egg. Try a bite. Secret these noobs don't know is the pickled's a lot less slimy. I'm gonna go like 3 or 4. Just doing sutures.
Uh-oh.
Did you see my tip?
Did you get a bite? Call.
What's up? Oh, this thing is heavy.
We finally got all 3 rods in the water. Now we just wait. I want to catch a sturgeon so bad. I think what's going to happen today. We're going to commit to sturgeon fishing. The boys are actually over bass fishing on the little river over here. We'll check on them in a little bit, but we're going to concentrate on sturgeon fishing. If we catch a few sturgeon, we might go trout fishing later this afternoon. But number 1 goal, catch a sturgeon.
Good morning, people.
What's up, guys?
We're just catching trout and bass. They're catching sturgeon over there. We just got the camera and we're going to our slow spot. My pool right there. Zane's pool right there. We got a spinner with like some
With a worm on the end of it.
fish eggs. And we got a worm. Well, I actually got 2 on right now. And then I got some weights because it's a little bit windy, so we have to get it like all the way out there. Because there's some really good rocks right where there could be some bass maybe. That's the update for right now. We'll turn you on when we catch fish.
Slight reel in and feel if you can feel it. If you feel it, freaking set the hook. Keep reeling. Now you're committed.
Missed him, Logan. Lame.
The drag on this thing, as soon as I said it, it was like
We think Kevin just had a bite on his rod and then Logan lost it. Oh, look at mine! Look at mine! Look at mine! Oh, you have mine. Let me just warn you about Logan. If you fish with him, he's gonna catch your line at least 6 times a day.
What would you have done in that situation?
I would have caught the fish that was biting your line. Just giving Logan a real hard time. Yeah, we were just sitting here and Kevin's like, see that? See that? Go, Logan. And so what these sturgeon do, their mouths are on the bottom. They don't have teeth, so they just are bottom feeders. And they just suck up anything off the bottom like our fish. So it's not like a bam, bam, bam. It's just a, and then they go up river with it. So it's just not, I mean, it could be an 8-foot trout or an 8-foot sturgeon that weighs a couple 100 pounds. And it's not gonna be like bam, bam. It's real subtle. So you gotta watch closely. So we're trying to learn, Kevin's trying to show us what we're trying to watch for. That's the biggest thing right now is just what is a bite, what's not a bite. What we think we just had a bite, but there was no fish on the end of it, so not sure.
That was for sure sturgeon.
So show us what we're looking at.
So that bad boy
So it just sucked all of it out.
Yep.
Dang.
We got our lines in the water. Both had to switch to a hook and a bobber and a worm. I haven't caught a fish on a bobber and a hook for a while. Did it get you? Yeah. I just got hooked in the thumb. We'll be back when we get this out. Bye.
Great cast. Bomb. Chopping bombs on the sturgeon.
Well, sturgeon fishing completely sucks. Oh, just my luck. Bought a new rod from Sportsman's. Had them line it out with 80 or 85 pound braid, one of the two. Second cast. I told Logan, I said, I'm gonna send this to the moon.
Send when ready.
Oh shit.
Did that go to the moon or what, dude?
I go, whew. Gets out there about 50 feet and then snaps. The line was all tangled up off the side. They didn't, I don't know if they didn't line it right or what. It was all, something happened. And here we sit. Got 2 rods in the water now. Watching Logan's pull for him, but yeah, I think I might be out of the game.
Kev, what's your consensus on that?
We got a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
Just kidding, it's a video.
He's pretty.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Dude, he's right.
Is that a brown trout? Yeah. Hey guys, Gage is hooked up with a huge bass.
Oh my god!
A huge bass. Gage, get him by the lip. Look, he's barely hooked. Look at that bass, guys. Get him on here. He's barely hooked, Gage. Guys, look at him. Gage. Oh my.
The lure would work.
Get him, Gage, get him, get him. Get him, Gage. Well, are you okay? Well, the bass escaped. Gage fell, and the hook's in my arm. Well, see you guys.
Here's the update. No sturgeon. Boys were catching trout. Got my line finally fixed. Probably only got 100 yards out in there, if that. I started with 200. It snapped because it didn't get freaking reeled right. But we're fishing. It's 3:30. I think the bite's gonna turn on at 4, and then we're gonna catch sturgeon, big ones, 9-footers. Dang, I was getting just going, dude. They say you want to pull it in. What a sturgeon bite looked like, and it showed underwater footage. If it was just tapping like that, fish is just picking it up and testing it. But when it taps and then goes down, oh, it still had bite. It just went tap tap a couple times. So Kevin says they look like. You have a bite, they suck it up and just suck, because it's so soggy. Look at that. Just suck the whole underneath out of it. Dang it. New bait. Redo it. We're gonna catch a fish. Hopefully you guys could see that, but man, it hit it like 4 times and it just wasn't that. It's because I just watched a video. I don't know if you guys could hear me, but just watched a video of what a sturgeon bite looks like. And they had underwater, so it showed a rod, and that's what mine was doing, but then it showed underwater footage of the sturgeon. It would come up and pick it up and drop it, pick it up and drop it, and they were just kind of testing it, seeing what it was. But when it really puts it in its mouth and takes off, it bends down. Mine just went doo-doo 3 different times. Just pick it up and put it in your mouth, sturgeon. I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna take a picture of you, and then I'm gonna let you go. That's all. That's all I want. Come on. Well, as you can see, weather took a turn for the worst. The wind picked up, blowing about 40 miles an hour. It's raining. I don't mind the rain, but the wind, you can't tell if you're having a bite or the wind's just blowing it around. So we had to call it. Gosh darn it. I want to catch a sturgeon so flippin' bad. Trust me. Mark my words. I will catch a sturgeon before the summer is over. I got the bug. I had a bite. I will be back, and I will catch a sturgeon on camera. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks from now. I don't know for sure, but I will be back. Guys, thanks for watching. We gotta get out of here before we get electrocuted by the lightning. Get all that stuff pick up. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'm holding an 8-foot sturgeon.